Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to tell you everything you need to know about ANTA KAI 1. Subscribe, give us a like, and let's go watch. The one that started it all. No doubt, the ANTA KAI 1 artist on court gets some additional juice considering it was our first look at Irving's long-awaited ANTA signature. From the radial embroidery of the toe box to the hieroglyphic branding that dots the entire profile, the vibrant purple-pink were far from the only eye-catching piece upon first look. Yet since that palette is so infrequently seen, it's worth noting when it succeeds, especially in a non-G's application. On top of elucidating detail-heavy hardware, the release of the artist on court was illustrative for the nature of future drops. The instant sellout status it achieved has been matched by most succeeding colorways. Unless you are extremely tapped into Kyrie Irving shoes in 2024, there's a high probability you've never seen this version. We won't say it's for lack of trying. The ANTA KAI verse was exclusively released by ANTA's first Shanghai flagship store, limited to just 323 pairs. However, there's no denying the visual appeal of what fans got on that day. Coming a few weeks off the heels of the artist on court, the KAI verse flipped our expectations on their head, painting loud orange-purple on the midsole while leaving the upper in staid gray. Bright accenting on a neutral base is a recipe that continues to bring standout kicks to market, but doubly so in the realm of basketball shoes. Though few will get their hands on it, the ANTA KAI 1 KAI verse ensured it'd leave a lasting impression all the same. The centerpiece of the enlightened warrior is the left versus right contrast palette, a motif explored plenty in the basketball shoes canon via models like the Nike Yo1. It jumps from warm pinks oranges on the right to cooler purples greens on the left, all of those vibrant colors pasted atop a checkerboard black-white pattern below. The max headroom-like arrangement deserves a ton of credit for just how much it stands out from the KAI 1 styles we've seen so far, and charts forward the sort of experimental looks we might receive in the future. Every signature shoe has to make a stop for a team-specific colorway. Irving's take on the prompt was notable all the same, as he infused both shoes with the neon tonality that serves as a faux calling card a dozen shoes in. For our money, the playoffs away is the real standout, relying on baby blue contrast tones in the same mold that UNC editions have succeeded in for decades now. However, that's not to take away from the home version. While it's more conservative at first glance, pink embroidery on the toe box and a gradient midsole help this shoe stand out from other comparable on-court kicks. It was only a matter of time before the Mother's Day theme hit the ANTA KAI 1. Irving previously explored the loss of his mother with the mom editions of the Kyrie 4-5, exclusively released via New Jersey's Sneaker Room. Thus, it's no surprise that the similar peripheral details remained for this shoe, with number 11 revisiting the Jersey City retailer for its initial launch. The multicolor print that paints the sockliner and the graphic underlay panels is stellar, reflecting the colors of the Standing Rock tribe the elder Irving belongs to. The bead-like geometry that anchors the midfoot strap and printing mother in the trademark KAI hieroglyphic typeface are the icing on the cake for a shoe that looks almost as good as the story it tells. Announced shortly after the Mavericks clinched an NBA Finals berth, the ANTA KAI 1 playoffs energy aimed to encapsulate the illuminating energy of both the postseason and Irving's previous heroics during May, April, most famously, June. That manifests with an all-neon paint job for the pattern-heavy model, wearing a dominant yellow upper with radioactive green detailing poured throughout the profile. While some previous releases were distributed through retail partners Extra Butter, Sneaker Politics, the aforementioned Sneaker Room, among the limited few in the US to host KAI 1 releases, this colorway was exclusive to ANTA KAI direct-to-consumer. Conceptually, the green Grails are among the best in the KAI line, conveying the idea of an ancient heirloom, passed down through the generations. While more heady ideas are the target here, the SBS gum sole plays particularly well for us as a reflection of number 11's sneakerhead history. Nonetheless, it's more or less an inversion of the playoffs energy palette, giving consumers their choice of which layout of the ultra-bright palette they prefer. Though it hasn't hit the market anywhere, there's a strong argument that the ANTA KAI 1 Chief Hela is the defining look for the shoe so far. Partially rocketed by just how unconventional a colorway it is, The shoe immediately broke out of just the sneaker internet and garnered buzz throughout the basketball world and even select mainstream outlets. In terms of color selection, it's one of the more reserved in the canon, relying entirely on a two-tone arrangement of brown-yellow. However, as you've certainly noted in the above image, the basketball model is transformed into a bona fide moccasin style, replete with leather tassels at the collar. ANTA has already confirmed that the Kai 1 Chief Hela will see a wide release sometime during 2024, and there aren't many Kyrie Irving shoes in recent memory that commanded the sort of anticipation this one is sure to capture. Triple black is one of, if not the surest bet in footwear, so it should come as no surprise that the ANTA KAI 1's attempt at it was one of the more highly regarded amongst our readers and the sneaker public at large. As a chiefly monochromatic look, you essentially know what you're getting on the tin, but the slight silver detailing on the midfoot strap and on branding across the profile are perfectly placed. The shoes launched in China on June 3rd in China, and at the time of writing, global ANTA channels are in the midst of releases for the ANTA KAI 1 Triple Black in staggered fashion. All that to say, a stateside release remains very much in the cards. The Garden State colorway takes New Jersey's moniker literally. This design slides naturalistic print underneath mesh lower panels, allowing them to peek through slightly for those with a keen eye. This shoe represents the best of both worlds for the KAI 1. The gem green tonality plays into the energetic side of both Irving's personality and his game, but it's simplistic in application, allowing the heavy details in the hardware to take the reins narratively. Given the narrative importance of New Jersey on this shoe, it seems unlikely that it'll evade us dropped for too long, but as of right now, it's remained solely limited to Chinese retailers. Sported by Kyrie during Game 1 of the 2024 NBA Finals, the ANTA KAI 1 Speed is ostensibly a retooling of the base model, but goes much further in that reimagining that typical athlete takedowns, transforming the upper, traction and midsole. Official word is that Kyrie Irving had a not insignificant role in designing the shoe. Our first look at the silhouette came just days after news broke of Dredd signing an exclusive deal under ANTA KAI. Thus, it remains unclear whether this is the elder Irving's signature shoe, or if that's still yet to be unveiled. Release information is also unconfirmed. However, nearly every pace sneaker that Irving sported during this past year eventually made its way to market, so a public launch is surely not too far out. The final addition to the Kai family is the ANTA KAI Tribe. A true lifestyle shoe, the design language of the ANTA KAI 1 proper remains, refracted as raised, plush stripes on the toe box. The midsole's overall geometry stays intact, but crops up here closer to a cup sole. In introductory images, two colorways were offered up, one in white purple and one in black cream. Much like the KAI 1 Speed, release information is a mystery, but initial reporting has this model pegged for a fall 24 launch. Well, we've told you everything you need to know about ANTA KAI 1 sneakers. We hope you learned something new from our video. We remind you that your support is very important to us, so don't forget to like and, most importantly, subscribe to us. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.